stayed up there for 6 months, then came back into North Carolina and became a fairly famous frontiersman. And people started to associate him with the frontier. One of these men was named Richard Henderson. Richard Henderson hired him in 1775 to link those bison trails together and form a coherent path into Kentucky. So he didn't do this out of the love of his own heart. He was paid to do this. But again, these bison trails, and for instance, if this bison trail is going this way, but he needs to get to the one that's going over here, it's about 30 feet away or 30 yards away, he's going to cut a little trail to that. That is level 5, that's the water level. Now the water that's coming out of Gap Cave is not owned by the National Park Service. It's actually owned by Lincoln Memorial University. When they sold the cave to us in 1992, they kept the water rights. So now the water's pumped from inside the cave over to the campus. It's stored in big tanks you can see on campus today. Coca-Cola Company goes from Middlesboro, gets it, and then takes it back, bottles it, and sells it as Cumberland Gap Mountain Spring water. So if you get a bottle of that, it comes right out of this cave.
Put it right on Wendy's butt. Wendy, you go down, I'll go down.
Don't follow me if I go down. Good grief.
Now you know what you're trying to do. He didn't really want to come in here.
I can imagine why.
He's got on his knees.
I can't see why. Oh, it's gonna be slippery. Kiki, watch your shoes. What's your kind? Kiki? What's that?
It is cool, isn't it?
Ooh, there's a bat. Eek. He's a jumping spider.
Very quick, I'll get there. On top of the mountain. It goes through the leaves and the foliage up on top. All the organic matters, the leaves, foliage, the dead squirrel, the dog turd, it goes through all that. And it picks up a weak carbonic acid when it does. And it comes out onto the surface here after it's ate its way through this limestone, and every drop of water has minerals in it. These little mineral deposits inside of these water droplets. And it does one of two things when it drops. It either leaves the mineral up there, or it brings them down and places them on the ground when it drops. That's how we get formations.
I'm just curious what it was going for. You use it for water?
Further on, there's a tree that has a track to it that we go along the We also have electrical.
That's how I remember years ago, electric.
I know I'm gonna fall. Oh my gosh.
Turn your foot a little sideways. I'm getting more grip.
He's going down here.
Sometimes he think he got good shoes on his foot and do something like that. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm a tennis shoe kind of girl. I love my tennis shoes.
Yeah. I saw one. What'd you say?
Oh, that's what you hear back here.
Oh, that is cool. I'll just put a phone you get your picture.
S waves and P waves that make up earthquakes go around cabins. And so I didn't feel a thing here. Pretty cool. Now,
Done it. Yeah.
they took out the history parts.
No kidding, no kidding.
That changed the whole meaning. I don't know if I want to go there, Virginia. Anyway, if you look here in front of you, you'll see this object here on the tripod. It's called an anemometer. But why is there wind in here? I mean, it's hardly measuring the wind here.
This is really cool right here at the top.
Oh, wow. Wish I thought you guys had the GoPro.
Oh, this is so cool.
There's a bat right there. Everyone see him?
Where?
Hanging right there in front of you.
Right there.
Oh, hanging right here.
Yep.
Right here, right here.
What is it?
Oh,
Bat, tricolored bat.
that is so cool.
I would have never seen
I
it.
had my glasses off cleaning them.
It's like right here. Right
He's
here.
like, yeah, we're tourists.
I'm seeing there.
Tricolored bat.
Oh, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's like a little burnt chicken nugget.
Yeah.
another one.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Okay, don't move, she said.
No.
There might be some more around here because we usually see some more over here. Your Patrick pool.
This is. Oh, wow.
Just a little tricolored bat.
Oh, that is cool.
If everyone puts their lights on it in the same spot, then I think I'll be able to get a, just not on this formation like in the water. Maybe.
I'm gonna get one more little bats.
Cleopatra's pool, huh?
Eddie shot.
Another little bat.
Oh, yeah.
Trying not to shine them. Look at it. This looks bigger than that one.
Do you see another one?
You were here.
Yeah.
Oh, I could actually take a picture of
That might be
this.
a tricolor too. See?
See a different one?
No,
Yeah, that one likes hanging around.
I think I'm blind.
Is that a tricolor too?
Yeah.
Where do you see it at? Somewhere.
Oh, Eddie Shelter.
Yep.
What's the sheriff's name's on the wall? What, you see the sheriff?
Oh, you okay? Like,
Eddie Shelter.
very low and right here. So these are the handmade ones. Ones that we carved? Yeah.
The steps.
1920.
Okay, Goober.
I'm getting the 1920 step. You'll appreciate it when I get done. I will. I haven't taken but one picture, I think.
Oh, I got none.
Yeah. I can't hang on to my phone in here, so.
These aren't little steps at all, are they?
The waterfall that comes over there is man-made. Now, caves are wonderful because in that cave, there's a waterfall that comes in that cave. However, it doesn't flow year-round. It's a seasonal waterfall. The person who owned it reconstructed it so it ran all year long. So it is fabric. 400 miles.
Is Is it more authentic or is it more commercialized?
Depends on which tour you take. Because they do have a wild cave tour that's not like this. You don't have a sidewalk yet. My favorite part of the cave is Civil War.
Sad and confusing.
And this place is a really good place to get pictures. So if you want me to recommend you a group picture here or something, I'm more than happy to.
Boo.
Little store that's set across the road from the cave would also break off formations and sell them as souvenirs. When you got done with the cave tour, you could buy souvenir stalactite or stalagmite. And also back then, if you slipped the tour guide a $10 bill, he'd let you break off the formation or something on your way through. Oh, man.
We have is it other kids there?
You just let it by.
Oh, you have to go back here.
You had one job. One job.
I know, he's not one of my kids, so don't pay attention. Leaning caves, Church Cabin.
We are in the Civil War room now, and I'm going to ask you to keep your lights down and follow your eyes with one light here. I'm going to show you some Civil War names. A bunch on this back wall, but there's one I'm going to single out. So just follow my light with your eyes. You see Colonel James E. Raines. Does everybody see that name?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, he was the commander here at Cumberland Gap from November 1861 up until about May 1862. Very intelligent man, went to Yale Law School, was a newspaper editor for the city of Nashville, Tennessee, as well as the city attorney. When the Civil War was starting to erupt and secession was being discussed, whether the states should leave the Union or not, he got up in front of the Tennessee State Secession Convention and delivered a 34-page speech against secession, saying they should not leave the Union, they should stay in it. The state left anyway. They had decided to secede, and he joined with it. So he fought for the Confederacy. He was stationed here during the Civil War, spent the majority of his military career in and around the Cumberland Gap. He would come into the cave, write a beautiful letter to his wife describing the different formations in here, saying that some of the formations look like people, some look like vegetables, some look like animals. He paints this beautiful picture through his words to his wife. Once he leaves Cumberland Gap, he will go down to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, and at the Battle of Murfreesboro will be shot through the heart, leading his men to the battle. He was only 29 years old, left at home a wife and a 2-year-old daughter. And that's just one of the stories we've had here at Cumberland Gap inside of this cave, or Civil War stories in general in this area. Somewhere around 100,000 soldiers saw the Cumberland Gap during those 4 years of war. I think one reason I like to highlight that story is because too many times when we hear history lessons and read those stories, we forget that those people are human. They were. Same needs, wants, and desires we do. Yeah. 29 to 25 years old.
You know what, I could see it better in camera than I could in person.
You see that name
Yeah, look at it.
from far away.
got it. Isn't that cool?
And then all this down to here.
Oh, that didn't turn out.
Hang on. Sideways. See the cave in the cave.
Yeah. Oh, it almost looks like the mud pots.
Looks like what?
Oh, it's oh.
There's water dripping in there, yeah. Mud pots and,
Look at all the glitzy.
In Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, the mud pots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sulfur. This is cool.
There's water in there.
Kind of scrunching together here again. Act like you love each other.
Squishy, squishy.
Right here in front of us, this is Cudjoe's toilet.
First one invented.
Back when this was a commercialized cave tour, they had a little, there's a formation here that looks like a person. That was named Cudjoe. We don't get to go to that location. It's actually not just funny to say, but it's one of the better places to learn about how a cave system works is by this toilet. This is not natural, this is man-made. The bottom part is natural rock. The top part is concrete. And it was used as an ashtray back when you could smoke in here. Put your cigarettes out in there. However, water comes down from the top and lands in it. So it would fill up with water. So they installed a pipe that would drain the water out. But what's in those water droplets I mentioned in the first part of the game? Minerals. It's clogged up the pipe. You can actually see where there's some water still standing in it from the last big rain we had. And that top part is starting to be eaten away. This concrete is going away. Same thing as what you've been standing on. You'll see them big holes in the sidewall.
Yeah.
That's from the water destroying it. So that leads me to a big point. There's two things that happen to the objects man puts in the cave. Either makes it part of the cave, for instance that pipe there, or it destroys it. Two things can happen. It's beautiful what the cave can do. It heals itself. You'll notice that there's these perfect little rows of stalactites on the ceiling. Anybody see those? Now, what that used to be was cracks in the ceiling. Water flows down through the path of least resistance. Will go along those cracks and start to fill in with those minerals and create those stalactites. So that is like a scar when you cut your arm or something. That is what's left of the, it's actually reinforcing itself in a way. So really cool how a cave works. We're getting ready to go to this little corridor behind you. Be careful.
That's not like.
When you see the lights, go towards it. I'll see you on the other side.
This is a married one.
Green's all down.
Yeah. 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 Oh, there's a salamander.
Salamander. Oh, there he is.
There's a salamander.
Really orange.
Oh, wow. So they leave their slime.
Slime trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the head right here?
Duck. Oh, you can feel the heat.
I was gonna say.
I don't like that.
You can see the lace. It's like right on the
Oh,
side.
yeah.
What is it?
Okay, cricket.
Cricket.
Oh.
Pretty good. He uses his antenna and the body for wind.
I don't know how I saw him, was just like, wait. Plus an entrance.
We knew without even seeing. We was like, man, it's getting warm.
On behalf of myself,
Break it.
Rachel, and the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park, thank you for going on a tour. I hope you had a good time. Hope you'll come back and see us again. And we've enjoyed having you. I know, like I said, I know I've enjoyed having you here and enjoying the cave and being able to explore a piece of this world that we don't always get to see because it's underground. Like, I get to see the underground. But we've tried to show you the importance of cave systems to your daily life. Again, from the bats providing all kinds of, and being its own insecticide by eating the insects that eat your food, just the general ecosystem that produces such wonderful things like stalactites and stalagmites. It's truly a beautiful place and a wonderful place to enjoy, especially on a hot summer day. Thank you all again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have to get our shoes straight off, Randy.
Oh, that's right.